Obviously, it's been very controversial. Okay, I dropped the 2-hour Youngboy documentary about all the 19 bodies. He's the one who said he had 19 bodies, just for the record, right? He is the one. He been saying he got 19 bodies. I didn't make this up. I'm not capping. I didn't AI the bodies. He told me AI Youngboy said he got 19 bodies. So I looked into it and I found 19 murders. All right, is what it is. Okay, is what it is. But a lot of people have been upset. A lot of people I'm cool with have been upset, and it's okay. We don't have to agree about everything. We don't have to be on the same page about everything. I do what I do, and I'm very good at it. Okay, you guys got to do what you do, and you guys, are you good at it or you're not? Well, only time will tell, right? And one person who is very, very, very good at what they do is the guy, DJ Akademiks, okay? I would always take Akademiks' advice seriously. When I linked with Akademiks in Las Vegas after I got pressed by Central C, he was very cool to me. He sat me down, he took me for dinner, he dropped some game. I ain't gonna lie, the game that Akademiks put me onto in Las Vegas, it ain't even been a couple months, and I ain't gonna lie, Akademiks, he don't even know this. He ain't even gonna know this. He made a little slick comment to me in Vegas that he probably didn't even think about. I took that to heart, and not in a bad way, but like he gave me a little throwaway advice that probably didn't even mean anything to him, but to me, I was like, whoa, like you just blew my mind. I've locked in with some advice that Akademiks has made me, and within I'm talking a month, I ain't gonna lie, I made a bag. And it ain't even like it's like some shit that you ain't even gonna know about. Ain't even like you ain't even gonna bruh. This some behind the scenes shit. So shout out to Akademiks, bro. That's big bro for sure. Okay, that's my guy. But we ain't always gonna see eye to eye about everything. He is apparently saying that I'm doing too much about saying that NBA Youngboy's got 19 bodies, and I think it would only be right to just take it on a chin. All right, react to it, find out what's going on, and basically just find out what it is, man. Like, look, I take Akademiks' advice very seriously, so whatever he got to say, let's find out, man. Am I doing too much? Let's hear it.
I don't judge. By the way, I don't judge Vlad for putting out this story. Anyway, Traplo Ross has responded after he's made this elaborate documentary saying NBA Youngboy has 19 bodies. Okay,
elaborate for sure.
Let me quickly jump into what he's been saying.
Block of seeing Youngboy rapping about murder and references to a body count that seemed to grow year by year, from at least one alleged body in the mid-2010s when he first started rapping only age 16, to seemingly confessing to having 3 bodies and subtracting 2 attempts or losses around 2019, to shockingly claiming at least 3 times to have a total of 7 bodies by 2020. His kill count would appear to rise to 12 plus a child by 2022. By March 2024, he was claiming to be responsible for 15 murders, and apparently he would reach a grand total of 19 bodies by June 2024.
Baton Rouge police are looking into a deadly shooting that claimed the life of a local rapper when an unknown suspect in a red Chevy Trailblazer.
G wasn't quick enough.
The shooting death.
Keep it real, bro. I know people are going to say I'm doing too much. Bro, this documentary fire, this is one of the best things I've ever made. This is one of the best, bro, this edit. Shout out to my team. Shout out to my editors. I won't even air them out. I'm not even trying to put their names on Front Street like that. But, bro, we went crazy. Look at this intro montage, bro. With we got all the bodies. When I said 19 bodies, you all said it's cap. All the guys on Reddit say, oh, no way you're going to find. He ain't going to find all 19. Bro, shout out to my team and me, all right? Shout out my label, that's me. And shout out my team. It's lit.
A local rapper.
Baton Rouge police say the local rapper was shot and killed at his home at Lakeside Villa Apartments on Wellwood Drive after midnight.
The deadly shooting of a student walking home from school.
New details surrounding a violent crime that happened here around 7:15 Saturday night.
The police trying to get to the bottom of a drive-by shooting in Baton Rouge.
Police say someone shot Jason Dixon several times.
Hey, look, hanging out with one time to blood on the interstate.
Today, Baton Rouge police named the 2 people killed on River Road last night.
2 people were killed and 2 others were sent to a hospital.
We now know the name of the person killed in a shooting in Baton Rouge.
Police say 24-year-old Deontay Veal was shot and killed.
Investigators say 23-year-old Tremaine Phillips died.
Breaking tonight, 1 person dead after a shooting on Sherwood Common Boulevard. Person shot and killed along North Acadian. 30-year-old Jawan Alisi was shot to death.
No, that ain't my work, man.
They are looking for information on the shooting death of this man here.
Okay.
And this isn't some huge secret. In fact, I discussed in my previous video, Youngboy, real killer or fake gangster, which I made a couple years ago when his body count was still at 12. But the truth is, Youngboy isn't the person pulling the triggers and committing these murders personally. He openly raps about contracting killers over 7 times, never even seeing the face of the people doing the hit.
For the record, this is only a few minutes into the doc, all right? And the amount of dumbasses that didn't even watch the video talking about, oh, ain't no way he got 19 bodies. Oh, yeah, he just paid. Yeah, I know he paid. Yeah. Over 7 times, never seen my shoot, a real grave digger, contract business. Yes, I know. Watch, use your brain, use your eyes and your ears, bro, before you comment. You a dummy. Like, you a dummy, okay? Like, you really like, oh, no, oh, he don't. Yeah, I know. Watch, actually, like, consume the content and, like, understand what I'm saying to you. Like, actually, like, open your eyes and your ears and like actually take in the information rather than just looking at a picture on Instagram with some text above it and no more context.
Hits, although his 2016 double attempted murder charges would prove that he's clearly capable of pulling the trigger if it came to it. In efforts to prevent him bailing out on his prior charges, the FBI have openly labeled Youngboy as the known leader of a violent Louisiana gang. And the truth is, he is literally surrounded by shooters at all times, with a number of the most notorious shooters in the South being affiliated with his NBA or Never Broke Again record label and his alleged 4K trade street gang and their allies.
Look at the way Ack's sitting right now. He's thinking, bruh, I don't even want the NBA. I don't want OG33 to even see me next to this content, bro. Shout out to Ack, but like, bro, he thinking, bro, if 33 sees me next to this content, it's a long day.
State to state, meaning that wherever Youngboy goes, he's accompanied by countless crash outs who are ready and willing to shoot and catch bodies to protect Youngboy and his multi-million-dollar interests. So in this video, I'll answer once and for all of these murders and murderers, the secret ingredient to Youngboy's gangster rap empire. Does Youngboy really need shooters around him at all times to make sure he stays alive and that his rivals die early, or is he destined to meet the same fate as his biggest rival?
Anyway.
Like, don't start comparing him to Dirk. Oh, no.
So this documentary is about an hour and 57 minutes long. By the way, Traplo Ross does a great job of compiling information. And I still believe that for the most part, unless he's changed his style, he's going off public information. He's not saying, hey, I have confirmed this with the police or I have a source that no one can verify. He is basically regurgitating, but putting it in a nice package, what is out there openly. By the way, same thing I did in the war in Chirac, and when people thought I had like privy to information. No, I knew how to Google. So I guess the difference here is, you know, maybe I didn't do documentary style stuff. So I did like news based type stuff. So if someone got shot at or someone died, I would just do the video based on that. Trap Lore, he's getting like a lot of flack because here's the thing. It's one thing to say, oh, let's cover this one incident. It's another thing to drive a narrative that, hey, there's 19 murders connected to a guy. Right. So anyway, he's been getting a lot of backlash.
And so this isn't me arguing with Akademiks, but it's just like, I feel like it's interesting. He's talking about the backlash and it makes sense. But it's like, I just want to keep reminding people every step of the way, like, bro, Youngboy is the one who said he got 19. If Youngboy had never popped out saying he got 19 bodies, bro, this wouldn't even be a conversation. This wouldn't even be like this wouldn't be a debate. It wouldn't be a video. It wouldn't have happened. Like, there wouldn't be the many murders of NBA Youngboy, the 19 bodies for you. There wouldn't be a thing. He said he got 19 bodies. Okay, and I've made it very clear. I already did a response, okay, but I just want to respond to, it's not really responding to Ack, but basically just like understanding what somebody who is at the very top of the hip hop culture and is very relevant and important, and somebody whose opinion I value, what he thinks of this whole thing. And I feel like Ack is going to do a very good job of like towing the line as far as like throwing me some bail and defending the fact that I'm doing this for public info, but then also like keeping it real and showing love to the NBA guys that he got relationships with.
Through his backlash, he's actually responded. And this is what he said. See if I can get the video. Yeah, he has said, let me see.
I ain't gonna lie, I got motion right now, gang. Like, I got motion, bro. People, I don't even use Twitter. This is a fake Twitter. Like, someone's fake pretending to be me on Twitter. This is a real Twitter. I never use it. But like, bruh, I should be more active on these platforms, man, but I got motion on Twitter right now, apparently.
He explained
Like, look at all this activity.
I'll tell you what he is. Okay.
This one, to be I'm actually
Shout out Akademiks TV for even posting my response.
hot under the collar over this one, to be honest with you guys, okay? Because I do feel like I'm getting all sorts of comments, people talking about you're the feds, you're the cops, take this shit down, take it down, don't do this. But it's like, you want to have it both ways. I told you in the last video that I did about this on this channel, everybody was up in arms. When King Von said to Youngboy, you got cap in your raps, a lot of people said, nah, Youngboy the realist, bro, he ain't capping in those raps. Them raps about having all those bodies. 12 bodies and one child dead, stop the violence, what I fucking said. Go and tell him that I'm lying, I got 19 bodies. He said it. He'd been saying for years, for 3 years now. Scratch that. For 3 years, he's been saying he's got 12 bodies. For 1 year, he's been saying he's got 19 bodies. He'd been saying he got 7 bodies for 5 years straight. He was going neck and neck for bodies with King Von. I don't need to show you all the lyrics once again, but look, Youngboy has said a bunch of times that he's got bodies. How am I so in the wrong? This is one of the most famous and relevant rappers in the entire game, in the entire world right now, jumping on songs talking about he's got 19 bodies. I feel like I'm well within my rights as a fan, as a hip-hopologist, as a historian of the game of drill music, because that's what I do. Journalist in drill music to discover and decipher what these lyrics are all about, all right? I'm a onemanGenius.com. He told me he had 19 bodies. I said, let me look into it. And I found 19 bodies, okay? It is what it is, but I'm going to confront some of this criticism head on. Comment on this video, all right, that warmed my heart.
And I pinned it. I pinned this comment before I even dropped the documentary because I knew I was going to spin on you fools. Youngboy, I have 19 bodies. Ross, I believe him. The comments, damn, Ross is the feds. This comment sums it up perfectly.
Okay. Now,
that comment was gold. I ain't gonna lie to you. That comment was gold. That comment was just like, oh boy. I've got all the answers. I got all the answers in the get backs. And I'm gonna lie, everyone was hating on me so hard. And then when I did my response and it was just made so much sense, it's like everyone had to just shut up and just say, I'm just gonna watch the video now.
this is an interesting thing to break down. I like Trapper Ross. I believe, by his own admission, I think a lot of things I've done in hip hop and media and commentary has probably inspired some of what he's done.
Ak created a monster, I ain't gonna lie. Ak probably be thinking like, man, how can I put the genie back in the bottle, bro? I did the war in Chirac. I done gave birth to a whole lot of sons. Now my son's out here finding 19 bodies on fools. How? We need to undo this. But, you know, it's too late, Ak. You know what I'm saying? You created a monster, all right? You created a demonic body-counting, score-keeping monster in the lab like Mewtwo and them in the Pokemon the first movie.
Here's where I see it. I agree with him on rappers being hypocritical, right? A rapper will say, yo, 7 murders in my hometowns, tell the feds I did that, right? Now, when you go make a video about it and actually spell it out, you're the feds, not the rapper who said it. I completely understand where he's saying rappers will say something, and even if you think they're just saying it on face value or they're being facetious, they will say it in a way where they're standing on whatever, but as soon as you mention it, it's Fed work. Now, there's a few things.
Now, shout out to Ak, because I feel like that's a very level-headed response, and he's actually, you know, taken the time to listen and understand, even though there's just a 2-minute clip. Like, my response and, like, my understanding, because people were just so hysterical when this video dropped. Oh, you're the feds, you're going to send Youngboy back to jail. Like, bro, if Youngboy really did 19 bodies, and he made a song about it, and then I did the video, he would send himself to jail. Like, you know, I know everyone's allergic to accountability, but it's just like, bro, you famous as fuck talking about, bro, if Elon Musk came out here on Twitter and said, I've got 19 bodies, say I'm lying. Best believe we looking into them bodies, bro, and if we finding them, it is what it is, bro. And then Elon going to jail, and now I'm going to be the feds. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't going to lie, if Elon popped out, they say Trump got a couple bodies. I ain't going to lie to you.
Hip-hop is a culture, and most of black culture is based on criminality. For example, the reality is that snitching is a street thing, not a black thing, a street thing. Now, granted, you know, tattletale, and, you know, no one likes someone who, like, likes to tell, like, oh, hey, mommy, Johnny just blah, blah, blah. I get that. But, like, law and order is universal. The idea of snitching is a concept that's usually based on you telling on somebody you did the crime with. It's rooted in the streets. It's not something that's completely applicable to civilians or people not in the streets. Yet black culture, and I've always said this, you know, and you know, with all due respect to Meek Mill and everybody, I remember when Meek Mill told me, yo, don't post that 6ix9ine shit because he's a rat. And I said, if he's a rat, I don't do crime. What the fuck that got to do with me? And if y'all are the street dudes and y'all feel like he is ratted on the streets, why does the civilians have to take up for it? What am I saying? Black culture has kind of made it where some of these street codes and rules, everybody has to, like, adhere to, right? Like, you're supposed to protect the criminal. Sounds crazy, right? Yeah, you shouldn't do Fed shit. Like, for example, I don't do crime, but I shouldn't do Fed shit because I'm making the criminals go to jail. Well, I don't do crime, so why am I keeping them out of jail? But that's the problem with how people, you know, have this. It's really hypocritical. So,
Facts. Now, this is something that nobody wants to talk about and nobody wants to touch on, man. I hate having to do this. And shout out to my guy Blakes. I did a live stream earlier with my guy Blakes, who is a former bank robber for real in the UK. I think he did like 11 years inside. He came out. You know, I've been helping him try and get into the streaming game. But, you know, we had a conversation about this, and I basically had a big deep dive with him and just sort of saying, like, look, I don't do crime. Like what Akademiks said, I don't do crime. I don't play by the same rules that you got to play by. You play by different rules. He was telling me he could never forgive me if I took the stand against somebody. And I had to give him some pushback and say, like, bro, if I get jumped and the shit beaten out of me by 5 people, that hits different for me than it does for you, right? And I've been jumped in my life. I have been jumped a couple times. Like, legit, I've been jumped. I got jumped I don't want to say. I got jumped outside my crib years ago, okay? And like, bruh, I got jumped for some cigarettes. I ain't gonna hold you. I got jumped for some Black Devil cigarettes, like my favorite cigarettes. Some random Polish dons came up to me talking about, can I get a cigarette? And I gave them a cigarette, and they beat me up and took all of my cigarettes, bro. It was peak. It was peak. Now, I didn't go to the feds over that. That's not federal, but like, I didn't call the cops. You know what I mean? Low key, my dad did spin the block looking for them fools. We didn't find them. But like, it wasn't that serious, okay? But if I got jumped, beaten within an inch of my life, okay, I would go to the feds. And Blake's wasn't feeling that, but it's like, bro, I don't play by them street rules. Why the fuck would I protect a bunch of guys that jumped me and caused harm to me? Like, why would I do? I would never, ever, ever. I want you to go to jail. And he was saying, oh, I know how hard it is to go through mental health in jail. I wouldn't wish that on anybody. But it's like, bro, you've been to jail, so you oversympathetic and you've been in the streets like that. But like for me, okay, you causing me trauma, jumping me, bro, I'm trying to put you in jail. I hope you go to the hole, bro. Like, I hope you stressing in there, bro. You jumped me. All right. I see everyone in the chat talking about not the cigarettes. I got jumped over cigarettes, gang. I got jumped over some cigarettes. The Black Devil cigarettes was hitting back in the day as well, man. I don't smoke cigs anymore. Thankfully, I don't smoke cigs anymore. But at the time, bro, I ain't gonna lie, them cigs meant a lot to me. But anyway, bro, I don't abide by the street code. Okay, I didn't snitch. I actually didn't snitch in that case. To be fair, I didn't snitch. I just took it on the chin like a man. I was probably like 17. I was drunk as fuck. I ain't gonna lie, I was drunk as fuck. But I don't drink anymore. I don't smoke cigs anymore. Okay, they're saying I got to chill with the police stuff, but hell no, bro. Like I'm going federal. But this is different. This is different to a guy talking about he got 19 bodies who is super famous. Okay, that's just what it is. Let's keep going with what Axe says. But I feel like it's just a good point. It's like, bro, snitching is for when you're in the car with somebody committing crimes, and then to save yourself, you throw your mans under the bus because you was all down to do a crime together, and then basically, like, you snitch to save your own skin, and that's not what we're doing here, bro.
When he says the artists say they have whatever, and he then does the investigation, or he loosely finds some shit to connect to it, they call him the feds. Yeah, they're gonna call you the feds because they feel like you are outlining an investigation, even though the rapper already outlined the confession. They feel you're doing the legwork. Again, it's stupid hip hop and slightly black culture, because not all black culture is this dumb. But I agree with Traplo Ross with what he's saying with that. Now, this is the only silver lining I would say. I think Traplo Ross, despite rappers saying whatever they say and the hypocrisy of the fans, and this is where, even if I call out Trap Lore for this, I got to call out fans for this. The simple reality of this, most times, these rappers aren't speaking reality. They don't have 19 bodies. They didn't kill 19 people. But they say that to create an image of this ultimate gangster and warrior and villain and goon that allows the impressionable mind to listen to their music more, to buy into the image, to buy merch, tickets, CDs, stream their songs. They utilize the image of being a killer to help convince. That's what I was telling y'all. The problem with Atlanta is that Atlanta got exposed. We don't believe them no more. When fans believe this shit, it's not about if it's all the way true. Just believing street rap is the quintessential part of the street rap working. So with all that being said, it goes back to what I'm saying. Fans want it both ways. They want, if you talk about what the rapper said, you're snitching. And they want to believe in this stuff, and if you debunk it, you hate it.
Facts. Big, fat, juicy, enormous, wide facts right there, bro. Big, huge, so many facts. All right? And I said this in my response as well, so shout out to Akademiks. Even though he kind of trying to straighten me out, I agree with him, bro. Everybody wants it both ways. You want to believe the rapper's got all these hats, and you want to say, yeah, he the realest. But then you get mad when I try and prove it. When I try and give you the proof that you need to believe those things, now I'm the feds. You can't have it both ways. And same thing, all you Youngboy fans were mad when King Von was saying you got cat in your raps. You was mad about that. You didn't like that. You said, F him. We ride him 4K Trey. Not a lot of people. A lot of people were over there on that other side of the fence, basically doing their thing and basically, you know, oh, we Team Dirk, all of that stuff. That's all slowed down now. Now you're trying to work out the way to switch sides, but it's too late. But look, it was capping your raps back then when Youngboy and Von both had 7 bodies apiece. But now, I said there ain't no capping Youngboy's raps. How are you Youngboy fans mad at me when I'm saying your GOAT is not capping?
So you're caught between a rock and a hard place. And this is where I don't have a problem with what Trap Lord Ross does, because I love to say when niggas is stupid, they deserve to be fooled. If y'all are the people who are saying, man, nah, I know Youngboy got 19 bodies, but bro, like don't air it out, you're fucking stupid. Now, if you're the person that says, yo,
Wait, my bad.
I love Youngboy, I know he ain't killed 19 people, but that's the image, and I fuck with the image, fuck it, we 4K Trey. And your belief off of that, you say, yo, why are you making a documentary? You're making it hot for him. This, like, he didn't kill 19 people. He didn't do it. You're bringing unnecessary, because I ain't gonna lie, a documentary like this is a gift and a curse. Some fans gonna be like, yeah, ain't nobody got no 19 bodies. Why be the biggest crash out? Yo, there's gonna be some investigating body, FBI, ATF, DEA, local authorities that said, what? There's a famous guy running around with 19 bodies that we haven't at least gotten a murder charge on or a murder for hire charge on? Yeah. It's damned if you do, damned if you don't. So when I look at this...
Now, I want to respond to that in detail because there's been so many claims that, like, oh my God, like, the feds are going to look into him after this. The feds, like... the feds, like, they're just sitting around. The FBI, the Federal Bureau of Investigation, are just sat around, sat on their hands, just... Right? My chair's plugged into something, so I can't even spin all the way around. I'm gonna do a comedy spin. This is what's going on in the FBI offices. They're sat on their hands doing this. Oh, I wish just somebody would make a video about Youngboy having bodies so we could start our investigation. But for now, you think that's... Oh, wait a minute. Yo, what? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh my God. Oh my God. Let's finally do some police work now. Let's do some police work now. Let's just do some police work. Tell you what though. Let's not do no affidavits or any investigation or any research. Nah. Tell you what we'll do. Why don't we just go to this video? All right. Why don't we just go to this video and pull up the transcript of this video? Why don't we just copy and paste this whole thing? Copy and paste the whole amazing research, brilliant research, if I do say so myself. Let's just copy that, paste that into a document, and open a case. That's just the case. Do you dummies really think for a second that's what's going on? Are you slow? Are you mentally challenged? Like, you really think the feds just was chilling? They was just kicking it, man. They ain't seen none of that stuff that happened. They ain't seen them people, them dead bodies that were found in the street, all right, outside the shopping mall. Numerous people killed in public places, famous people, famous places, all over the place. Shootouts at the Trump Hotel. You telling me the feds said... Shootouts where innocent people got hit and killed. Innocent rent-a-car employees getting hit in the head and killed in a crossfire. And the feds just said, let's just wait for some dude from England to do a video about this, bruh. All of this shit in this video has been looked into by the feds, okay? And if they can prove it, they do what they do. If they can't, they can't. Youngboy bin had cases. Now, a little detail that was missed that people didn't seem to realize. And here's the fun. Even Akademiks, even my guy Akademiks doesn't even realize this, okay? Akademiks doesn't even how crazy is this? All right? And this is going to sound like I'm throwing shade to Akademiks. There's no shade to Akademiks, but, okay. Oh, hang on. The song where Youngboy said he got 19 bodies. I shit you not. I shit you not. Clip this and send this to Akademiks. The song where he said he's got 19 bodies was uploaded to Akademiks' channel. And he got raided just after he made this. Top gave me this song for his fans. He said it was the last song he recorded before they raided his house. You really think the feds ain't on this? You really think it's just a coincidence that they raided Top's house after he recorded a song about having 19 bodies? It's on, and this is my second channel. I'm subscribed on the second channel now. It's on Axe channel, bro. So really, I ain't even trying to throw shade at Act like that. But my guy Akademiks gave me the alley-oop. This song about 19 bodies is on your channel. This on your channel, man. Has anyone even picked up on that? Who's here from Ross talking about 19 bodies? 19 bodies if you say so. But how much of you? That's 3 months ago. Whoever this commenter is a crystal ball haver. Okay? This is What? People saying, I wonder what Herm was crying over. It's in the documentary, bro. It's in the documentary what he was crying over. 19 bodies. It's been out there, bro. It's been out there. It was on Axe channel. What? Wait, I just see another comment now. Shout out to Seti Nash. I just see this as well. Wait. 19 bodies is crazy. 1 year ago. Facepalm. And I'm the feds. But I'm the feds. Okay? Bruh. He been like, this was out there, bro. You guys are just mad. Not Axe specifically, but like a lot of the haters that are hating on me right now, you guys are just mad. I think you guys are just mad. When he said he got 19 bodies, y'all, someone said something. That's a year ago. There's a year ago on the DJ Akademiks channel. 19 bodies 1 year ago. What? When's Akademiks going to address that he the one who put out the 19 bodies? That's what I want to know, and that's my man's. But like, bro, you... Yo, you created a monster act, all right? You created a monster, man. What the hell? What the hell? Everybody trying to find out what the hell? 19 bodies. Like, whoa, what? 19 bodies, bro. This shit's crazy. Bruh. 19 bodies. Everyone's talking about it. Everyone's saying, nah, 19 is crazy. Bro needs Jesus after that one. All right? So that's that, bruh. This shit deep, bro.
You know, respectfully, I can understand what Trap Lord Ross does, but I think fans are also confused. Y'all have made hip-hop culture co-signing criminality. This is what I would ask to Youngboy fans. And everybody know, I love Youngboy. But like, I would ask of any rapper's fans. Do you believe that he has those bodies, or you think he's lying? If you think he's telling the truth, then we go down a different realm. If you think he's lying, then I agree with you. Trap Lord Ross is now bringing federal police investigation attention on a man that hasn't does what he's even making the narrative that he's done. Now, if he does have 19, the next question got to be, before we get to Trap Lord Ross, why is he admitting it? Why? Before we question Trap Lord Ross, why are you admitting it? Why are you admitting it? That's a fact. So we got to pick, and this is where fans always fail the logic test, because a fan is exactly what the word says. A fan is a person that's a fanatic of an individual, an idea, or some type of entity.
That's me.
So oftentimes they lack the ability to discern and to think logically. With all due respect, when it comes to Lil Durk literally manifested the feds. He manifested the feds. He literally tell you the feds was coming. He literally said the feds gonna have to pick him up, that only the feds could stop him. He literally said the day after my brother died, next day there was down 2. He literally told us this. So if someone made a documentary basically detailing and putting some context to what Schmirk was saying, are they the feds? Are they wrong? Or was Schmirk lying? Here's the thing, I've never heard a fan base say, nah, yo, he's just actually lying. Like, he not like that. He don't do them. He ain't kill nobody. They believe it because the mere fact that they're fans, they're going to believe the things that make their favorite guy look like bigger than life.
And I said this in the doc, yeah, but I feel like this is so important to bring up. there was a whole bunch of Reddit comments that said, oh, the Youngboy ain't got no 19 bodies. But a couple of people picked up on the fact, they said, you know what's crazy? You never, ever, ever hear Youngboy, like, you never hear Youngboy's ops talking about, hey, ain't got no 19 bodies. That's very rare. Like, you don't hear that. When he said he had 12, you don't hear the ops talking about that. The furthest I heard is when he said stop the violence after 12 bodies, they was talking about, no, you up way too much on the score to stop the violence. You can't quit while you're ahead. You can't turn off the PS5 when you 10 points up. Like, bro, nah, I'm going to need my lick back. That's what they were saying, bro. Crazy.
So they won't blame Smirk to say, Smirk, why the hell, if you really are getting people killed, you're rapping about it? Why would you rap about it? They don't do that. They don't think he's a liar neither. You know what they say? Yo, Trap Lil Ross, man, why are you bringing the feds over here? Wait. So the confession on the records wasn't enough to bring the feds. All the other, like, you know, trail of peanuts that you're leaving behind in your wake of destruction, that wasn't enough, but it's because of a documentary. So, yeah, I seem to agree with Trap Lil Ross. Now, the only way I don't agree with Trap Lil Ross is if we're in the mindset of, bro, Youngboy's just chatting. Youngboy don't got no 19 bodies. What the fuck is you talking about? You're now lying on him and you're bringing unnecessary attention. But if Youngboy is admitting to 19 bodies and he does his thing and he's showing 19 bodies, the fuck? He doesn't have more resources than the cops. I would take anything that Trap Lord is doing equally to Youngboy saying it in terms of how much you need to believe it or not. And that's if you believe Youngboy.
Don't do this. But it's like, you want to have it both ways. I told you in the last video that I did about this on this channel, everybody was up in arms. When King Von said to Youngboy, you got cap in your raps, a lot of people said, no, Youngboy the realist, bro, he ain't capping in those raps. Them raps about having all those bodies. 12 bodies and one child dead, stop the violence, what I fucking said. Go and tell them that I'm lying, I got 19.
Like, chat, I'm going to be honest with you. And y'all going to lie to yourself, like, this idea, like, these days with drill music, these rappers boast serial killer amount of murders that they're claiming. And that gets people more attracted. When you look at Lil Jeff, he's saying he had, 7 or 11 bodies, and people are like, oh my God, we like him more because he was actually a killer of killers. When we talk about King Von, people brag about, yo, he got 7 bodies. Like, y'all like hearing these guys actually have like this unusual high body count. And then when someone debunks it, they're hating. And if someone plays into it and says, well, these could be the people he's talking about, they're being the feds. No, not going for it, y'all. I'm not going for it. Okay.
It's a good point, man. It's a good point. And it's like, King Von wouldn't have been lit if he wasn't claiming 7 bodies. And he really was probably, I think King Von was really one of the first body count rappers. Like one of the first rappers that had motion off of claiming a certain number of bodies. Because that's 7. People was like, bruh, 7 is brazy. Like, bruh, 7? There wasn't really anyone before that. Like, yeah, DaBaby killed a guy at Walmart on self-defense. Gucci Mane killed a guy. It was like guys with a couple bodies like tucked away here and there. It was like we went from 1 to 7. And if you had 1, you were goated in this game. I'm not saying that's okay. I'm not saying that's a good thing. But I'm saying if you had a body, if you were DaBaby had motion off the body. That's just what it is, man. That DaBaby video I did it was like 6 years ago. I did a video about DaBaby catching the body in Walmart. Like, who remembers this? Who remembers this? Who remembers this gem? How DaBaby killed a guy in Walmart legally. Not only that, this went crazy viral. This is 6.5 million views 6 years ago, and I ain't gonna lie, this don't really get views like that anymore. So like, this is my first, not my first, I had a few viral videos, but like, this is one of my first videos that just went absolutely bananas. And back then I wasn't really doing videos about murders and bodies and stuff like that. But this was, it's like, it's funny because people want it both ways. They want to be like, oh, Trap Lord Ross, man. I get so much hate recently, and it is annoying, but it's like I get so much hate. People are like, Trap Lord Ross, man, you've changed. I don't watch Trap Lord Ross anymore because he's just obsessed with murders. He just talks about murders and bodies. I used to like him when he didn't talk about that. Well, this is 6 years ago.
No one has been charged.
It wasn't the main focus, but it was part of my repertoire, and it was popping. This is April 2019, bro. 6.5 million views about a murder, about a rapper having a body. King Von didn't really exist at this point. Yeah, he was outside. He was just coming up. He was just growing up. He wasn't known like that. But this video, okay, this is about all that same shit. It's about a rapper having a body, getting pressed, getting in a situation, all the breakdowns, him responding, him telling on himself, him doing interviews about it, stand your ground laws. Bro, I've been doing this. So all them people, oh, he's shut up, bro. I ain't changed. The game changed. All right? The game changed is what it is.
What else, y'all? What else? Chat, we gotta do a daytime stream, man.
So look, man, we wrapping it up there, man. That's my response to DJ Akademiks. I feel like I respect what he's doing. I respect what he's saying, how he's coming about it. And at the end of the day, bro, a lot of people hating right now on the content. But bro, we got big motion right now. What are we on? 500,000 views in like, it ain't about the views, but it's just like, you guys just keep talking about the video. Keep talking about the video. And just keep running up them numbers, because I put a lot of effort into this video, right? You know what I'm saying? Here's what it is. He's in danger. Chuck Lorre's being dragged. Okay. My guy Wayne. I thought these were the self-driving cars, but apparently this is a YouTuber. But yeah, man, like, Brad, keep it coming, man. Keep the responses coming. Keep the promo up. I need some more Instagram posts, because this is a sterling piece of work. I put a lot of work into this, you know what I'm saying? I broke it down. And for anybody that's hating, you know what I'm saying? You just like, bro, like, I do my thing. This is what I do, bro. I'm the YouTube guy that does hip hop, gangster rap breakdowns and proves or disproves the bodies. Okay. I made an excellent piece of work. Go and watch it. Go and find out what's going on with those 19 bodies. You can all be up in arms and just, oh, hysterical about the bodies, but you want to know about these 19 bodies. When Youngboy said he had 19 bodies in that song, first thing I thought is, I need to know. I need to know what's going on, all right? I need to know about these 19 bodies. I need to know where these come from. I need to know if they're true, and I did that in this video, and I know you all want to know the answer to that, so rather than just being outraged and throwing your toys out the pram, just go watch the video and find out, and you can just tell me whether or not you think it's thing you believe, okay? And people in the comments, I see people in the comments hating, all right? I see you guys hating. But at the end of the day, bro, I am what I am. I did what I did. I'm fascinated with drill music. Ain't nothing changed, bro. I'm still exactly the same. People talking about, oh, the money changing you. Bro, hell no, bro. I'm exactly the same. I'm exactly the same. I could do a completely different type of content, bro. I've been doing this. You see me doing a video about DaBaby catching a body back in 2019. The only thing that changed is the game. The rap game got obsessed with these bodies, and I basically just kept delivering you guys the deep dives into the content that you wanted to know about. It's not my fault that rappers start popping up talking about 7 bodies, 11 bodies, 8 bodies. He's up 8 hats. Now Kill Bill's up 12 hats. Bro, you want to know about that, but you know you want to know about them hats. And I'm going to give it to you, baby. All right, just lay back. Just let it happen. All right, just let it happen. Ain't nothing you can do to stop this motion. But anyway, we're going to move on to another topic. That is my response, and it is what it gosh darn is.